All right. Good morning, good evening, wherever you are. Good afternoon to everyone. But it's actually morning at where I'm at. It's 1:27 a.m. Sunday, August 4th, 2019. All right, all right, all right. But yeah, I have nothing much to do. Um, yeah, I just thought that I could create this short video, yeah, for me to continuously practice, right? So even though I'm out of the office, I still have a session, or I still have time to speak in the English language. So yeah, I am a call center agent. I'm working in Alabang, right? Well, not at the Northgate area, somewhere far. Not actually that far, but I'm working besides the Alabang Town Center. So um, the building beside it, yes, there is a call center there, and I work in that call center. All right. Yeah, we serviced the mostly Americans, but from time to time we get calls from elsewhere. But yeah, the mode of language is English, so that is why I am doing this. I am practicing so that my English will improve, or will continue to improve. It's not gonna get rusty or anything. And yeah, I'm also here to encourage everyone else to do the same, because this is just basically what I did when I started looking for work um, back in 2004. Graduated in college, right? It's really not hard to look for work, right? If you don't have the proper skills, yeah, and that made it hard for me to look for a job at that time. So let me just adjust my camera here. Yeah, and I did during that time, that is 2004. The call center industry here in the Philippines is already that big, and there's already a lot of centers from, yeah, from all over the metro, Ortigas, Quezon City, definitely Makati, Taguig is slowly they are sprouting out at that time, and of course Alabang, the Northgate area and the Madrigal area, so already um, starting building the companies there for BPOs, or for call centers. And yes, I did try during that time, but then again, wasn't that lucky, right? So I did stop looking for work in the BPO industry, and at some point, I kind of hated it. Okay, to the fact that I will no longer. I've said to my friend that I will no longer look for a job where I will be required to speak in the English language, right? Because I've tried several call centers, I've tried several headhunters, and yeah, during the initial or the first interview, um, I will not be I will be cut off for the second assessment, or for the second session, or for the second type of exam that they will have. So in the initial interview, right there and then, I am discarded, or I am taken out. All right, so um, that's kind of disappointing. That's kind of frustrating, and that made me hate the industry so much during that time. So okay, let me try installing this. Okay, um, so yeah, uh, I did I did try to look for work for different industries, and my first job is a merchandiser in a grocery store. So let's just look for a merchandiser here, just for you to see. Merchandiser, right? See what type of job is that. Yeah, look at that. So grocery store. So yeah, college graduate, but then again, this is the type of job that I have, and this is not in the United States. Even though the uh, the merchandisers here are mostly Caucasians, mostly foreign looking, but here in the Philippines, yeah, in a grocery store here in Santa Rosa. So in Big R, Santa Rosa. So that's inside the Robinson's Mall in Santa Rosa, the one beside or near the SM Santa Rosa. So um, yeah, during that time, Robinson's is the only mall in that city. So they're really flourishing. They're really jam packed at that time, and they really need so many people at that time. And I um, was able to somehow exploit that, get in get into a merchandising job in their grocery store inside Big R. But right now, they change. I think they are now Robinson's supermarket. And before, if you gotta go to Robinson's Santa Rosa right now, before we have the whole side to be the Big R, or the grocery center, from the entrance point all the way to the other entrance point. So that's end to end of the mall that the supermarket is located. But now they've been downsized into I think the one third or one fourth of the size, and that could be the shift as to why they changed the name into Robinson Super Center or Robinson Supermarket. Yeah, that's my first job, my first work, and the second one will still be inside that grocery store, but instead of a merchandiser for grocery, I am now a is that what they call it? A sales clerk. A sales clerk, right? Electronics. Right, so electronic sales clerk. Let's see if we have images of that. Oh yeah, basically just like this. So electronic sales clerk, yeah, we are selling big screen TVs, refrigerators, home appliances, radios, DVDs at that time. Well, the digital age is not that packed yet. That was back in 2005. All right. Yeah, selling electric fans, flat irons. So yeah, this is my second job. So after being a merchandiser for a little bit, or just a little 3 months, my next job is a sales clerk for an electronic center inside that grocery store also. Inside the grocery store, there is a small shop um, called the R. Abenson. So that's my second job. So R. Abenson. But R. Abenson is no longer situated there. As I've said, the grocery center, Big R Center, has been downsized. So you will no longer see R. Abenson there. But I think there's still an electronic center there, inside Handyman, I think, but not R. Abenson. Yep, that's my second. And my third job will be with, um, that's it, with Hyundai Asia. Yeah, okay, let's see. Hyundai Asia Resources Inc. Right? We are the premier brand of so we are the importer of, not news, we are the importer of Hyundai brand here in the Philippines, or the company is the Miss Maria Feagudo. Look at that. Let me just zoom out this photo here. It's kind of blurry, but yeah, she is our general manager right? Maria Feagudo, right? And I think she's still the general manager. I'm not sure if she's still the general manager, president, or what of the company in the Asia Resources. So, yeah, they are still in business. So I got kicked out of this company since my first two jobs would be in a face-to-face or in a non-office environment, and then I was sent here to do an office job, right? Paperwork and everything. It's my first time, and I really don't know that. I really didn't know that you need to meet deadlines and all that, so you cannot just be sitting around, standing around. So kind of lazy at that time. So yeah, I got kicked out. And then the next company that I've been with, I think, yeah, right. It's no longer operational at this time, right? But we are called headhunters. Um, not videos, images. Well, not this type of headhunters. That this is the most used term um, for that or for the type of company that I've been with. My fourth, and yeah. Well, we are a recruitment firm, right, of a very small company, less than 10 people, less than 10 of us working there. So, since I graduated computer engineering, I worked there as their IT, right? And since this is a recruitment firm for call centers, this is where I learned the do's and don'ts, the tips and tricks on how to be in the BPO or in the call center itself. So this is where it all started. I worked here for more than a year, I think, and then friend of mine, who's a childhood friend of mine, who's no longer here in the Philippines, living in Canada, Gary Cesar, our our general manager for this recruitment firm, yeah, told me that business is somehow not doing well for the company. So he told me that uh, for me to look for a job elsewhere. But if I won't be able to get into a different company or another company, and if he will be able to land a job or to strike a deal at any other company, he will take me on board. But yeah, kind of lucky enough. Um, I was able to land a job at KGB, right? Formerly Info NXX, right? Let me see if we still have information about this company. So Info NXX. So so this is the yeah, there. This is our building. Yeah, that is still standing there. Also, Info NXX in Santa Rosa. So I worked there for their 411 program. And then they became KGB. Was still with them when they became KGB, and then I left 3 years plus working there. And then now they are called Conduit. Think they are called Conduit. Let me see. Conduit. Right, so this is I think this is the company now. Let's see. Not that. Conduit. Let's see. BPO. All right. Oh, there. Yeah. This is their company. So yeah, this is the type of poster they have in front of them. Um, that lady. Yeah. So yeah, InfoNXX to KGB to Conduit. And then this is my first call center. Next one um, would be with Sutherland in Carmona, right? So I'm a not you, not Donald Sutherland, and not Kiefer Sutherland, of course. Sutherland BPO. Right there, Sutherland Global Services. Yeah, in Carmona. So yeah, Santa Rosa and Carmona. Yeah, I am a provinciano. Yes. I live here in San Pedro in Pasita Complex, San Pedro, Laguna. So these offices are near my location. So yeah, I work there. So next on Sutherland. Next after Sutherland will be APAC. Mm, APAC, BPO, but I think APAC somehow becomes or um, I'm not sure if this is the well APAC is no longer existing. APAC has merged with another company called NCO, and they became EGS. I was still with them when they became EGS, and then now I think they were bought by Alorica. So yeah, the office that I've worked for or worked in Northgate is now Alorica. So the Alorica building there, that is where I worked for with APAC. And then after APAC, um, another company that is no longer existing, Converges. Converges. So I work here in Converges. This is in G5 or Glorieta 5, right? Yeah, Makati boy again because I work at the recruitment firm in Makati because that is where most of our clients are, right? So Converges in Makati, Glorieta 5. But then again, at this point, Converges was sold to Concentrix, and Concentrix took over the Converges brand, and um, yeah, the all of the Converges offices are now converted to Concentrix, and then after which, this is the um, this is where I worked for a very long time. Uh, ACS, I'm not sure. Yeah, Advanced Contact Solutions. So I think we still have. There we go. So ACS. I worked at ACS, and then ACS was bought by Xerox. So I was still with them when the brand or the company was changed to Xerox. And yes, Xerox decided to create a new company for their BPOs, and so that is where Conduent came about. I think 3 or 4 years. So yeah, I was still with them uh, when they transitioned from ACS to Xerox, and now Conduent. So they are now Conduent. Yes, and yes, recently now I am working for a new company. As they say, it's okay to say what company they are or the name of the company for as long as it's positive. But I'm gonna take the easy way out. So not that. So I'm just gonna say that I'm working in a BPO or um, in a call center beside the Alabang Town Center. So yeah, so this is the Alabang Town Center. So not exactly at the ATC Mall. Beside it, there is a building, and that building, you can already see the logo. Wow, so very good top view of the Alabang Town Center here, right? You will already see the name of that company. So I'm working there right now. So somehow, yeah, that is my journey from being someone who is unable to speak or unable to be acquired or be hired in a BPO to be here for 11 years or and running. So yeah, continuous practice. definitely will not make it perfect, but definitely will make you good somehow, and will make you better, and will make you be able to yeah, to improve your skills. So that's what I'm doing, and that is what I'm doing right now. I have nothing much to do. I'm not sure what to talk about. Earlier, in the video, we have this page, so I'm thinking of yeah, creating a comment about the it's really cold at this time, and then we have this, aside from the LPA, so we have this news that the firefighters will also be armed. Really. I don't know. And this song of testify, so again against China, right? Cool, police arrest is rebel. So there, I was thinking of creating a comment about the recent or the most latest news at this time in the morning, right? Currently it's at 1:47 a.m. August 4th, 2019. So yeah, um, I've done a lot today, or before I've created or made this video. So yeah, I think I'm cool. I think that's about it for me for now. All right. So yeah, I hope anyone who can watch this video. Well, most of my videos doesn't have any views, but to anyone who will be watching the video, I just hope that you try it out. Right? Remember, so that is 2004 when I graduated, and the first call center that I've been with was with Info NXX, and that is after what? After after 2 years, I think, 2006. I know, 2008. 4 years after that, because when I joined the recruitment firm, that this is the time that I learned that yeah, it wouldn't be that hard. I just need continuous practice, right? Well, after joining this group or this company, imagine, in that short span, I was able to be um, to be hired in a call center. So yeah, at this point, call centers or BPOs here in the Philippines are still um, um, what do you call that? It's still moving forward, or it's still growing there. So we are still hiring. Up until this point, the company is still hiring. The companies that I've worked with, so Info NXX, now Conduit, right, is hiring. Sutherland, I'm not sure if they are still called Sutherland in Carmona, um, but I think they are still hiring, right? APAC is no longer APAC. Alorica, you will see Alorica in Job Street. They are still hiring. Concentrix definitely is hiring, right? ACS now became Conduent, right? My former account in Conduent, um, uh, even that is hiring. So, and us here in Alabang, near or beside ATC, we are hiring. So that's just basically how many companies that is hiring at this point, and we're still filling up heads for the number of seats that we need to acquire service level for our clients, right? So yeah, I encourage everyone to practice, and it wouldn't be that hard. You just need to start. Okay, just need to start. Okay, so I think yeah, I'm good for now. I'm gonna be back doing whatever it is that I'm doing earlier, right? So, all right, for everyone, enjoy.